Before the video starts, I just want to say I am finally taking requests again. So if there's a specific lost prop you want me to cover in a future Snippets video, make a comment, and I might just pick your submission for the next video. Thank you. Welcome back to Lost Prop Snippets, the series where we take a look at one specific prop in shortened video form. Today, we're going to be looking at one of my personal favorites, the Undead. Produced by NightHaunt Studios for the 2003 Halloween season, this was sold on their online store from 2003 through 2007 and retailed for $450. Standing 6 feet tall, this prop can be turned into a groundbreaker by removing the stand it comes with, then lowering the prop. When activated, the head would move side to side, as the prop would display, and I quote, slow head panning movements, stops, pauses, etc. Essentially, rapid change in head movement speed to give off a quote-unquote realistic look. As you see on screen, I was able to uncover a GIF of the prop's animation. So that means it's found, right? Well, no, not necessarily. I wouldn't even consider it partially found even with this GIF. As most NightHaunt Studio props were more than likely made, the upper half of the Undead was made of latex. You know what that means. Most, if not all, of the Undeads produced no longer exist, or are not in good condition. Here are just some examples of the many old latex props that did not survive over the years. Since the Undead is over 20 years old and has not resurfaced outside of the website's stock photos and GIF, it is going to be ridiculously hard to find this prop. Not to mention, when looking up the company name, it gives you results related to Warhammer. Yeah, so that's just not even remotely close to what we're looking for. As far as I'm aware, NightHaunt Studios never attended any Halloween Expo, whether that be Transworld, Halloween and Party Expo, or Midwest Haunter Convention. I just don't think they ever had a booth, making it harder on this search. And it's just not the Undead, but rather all the other lost NightHaunt Studio props that will be difficult to find, as this is a company that's just as, if not more obscure than Fitco, and that's saying a lot. The unfortunate thing is, I have never seen anyone talk about them, and that's why I'm shining a little light on the company, but I digress. When looking at their archived website, we get our first and only lead for this prop, and it's somewhat helpful. Our props are in amusement parks, stores, haunted attractions, local haunts, films, and even front porches of homes. Let's rewind and highlight that. Local haunts. Where was NightHaunt located? Well, their warehouse was located in Yakima, Washington, and their P.O. box was located in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I think we could probably find a little bit of footage of their props if we search through any one of those places listed in which they said their props are in. I'd say a decent time frame would be 2005 through 2010 videos, in either Yakima, Washington, or Cedar Rapids, Iowa. On their website, the Undead was a popular item amongst consumers, but was discontinued sometime in April or May of 2007, alongside several other NightHaunt items, but most were discontinued the year prior. Here's where things get odd. A few months later, sometime around September of 2007, they announced a couple more of the Undead would be produced. So it's almost as if this company could not make up their mind on if they wanted to discontinue the prop or not, because they did the exact same thing with their other previously discontinued animatronics. A year later, in 2008, around August, it appears they moved most of their items to be sold, or rather to be bid on eBay, before going under. This included the Undead, and judging by the listings from WorthPoint, only 4 were sold on their eBay. We currently don't know when they were sold, how much they sold for, or where they ended up, but if anyone has a WorthPoint account, we will be able to have access to that information. And that's the last mention of this prop. So if you have any information on the Undead or want to help with the search, comment your findings, send them to the subreddit, or DM me on these platforms. Discord would probably be the easiest. But once again, if you have any information on this prop, don't be shy to comment or tell me your findings. Anything helps.